Blackstone Audio presents What I Was by Meg Rosoff. Dedication. To my parents, Lois Friedman and Chester Rosoff, with love. I am a century old, an impossible age, and my brain has no anchor in the present. Instead it drifts, nearly always to the same shore. Today, as most days, it is 1962. The year I discovered love. I am 16 years old. Chapter 1. Rule number 1. Trust no one. By the time we reached St. Oswald's, fog had completely smothered the coast. Even this far inland, the mist was impenetrable. Our white headlights merely illuminated the fact that we couldn't see. Hunched over the wheel, Father edged the car forward a few feet at a time. We might have driven off England and into the sea if not for a boy waving a torch in board zigzags by the school entrance. Father came to a halt in front of the main hall, set the brake, pulled my bag out of the boot, and turned to me in what he probably imagined was a soldierly manner. "Well," he said, "this is it." "This is what?" I stared at the gloomy Victorian building, and imagined those same words used by fathers sending their sons off into hopeless battle, up treacherous mountains, across the Russian steppes. They seemed particularly inappropriate here. All I could see was a depressed institution of secondary education suitably shrouded in fog. But I said nothing, having learned a thing or two in 16 years of carefully judged mediocrity, including the value of silence. It was my father's idea that I attend St. Oswald's, whose long history and low standards fitted his requirements exactly. He must have rejoiced that such a school existed, one that would accept his miserable failure of a son and attempt to transform him, me, into a useful member of society, a lawyer, say, or someone who worked in the city. "It's time you sorted yourself out," he said. "You're nearly a man." But a less true description could scarcely have been uttered. I was barely managing to get by as a boy. My father shook hands with our welcoming committee as if he, not I, were matriculating, and a few moments of chat with headmaster and housemaster ensued. Wasn't the weather? Hadn't standards. Next thing we know, one can only... I stood by, half listening, knowing the script by heart. When we returned to the car, Father cleared his throat, gazed off into the middle distance, and suggested that I take this opportunity to make amends for my last 2 educational disasters. And then, with a pessimistic handshake and a brief...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?